Hey guys, November here, back in the DCS F18. Today I am going to show you how to drop bombs. More specifically, my system for dropping GBU-12s in a low anti-air threat environment. But before I can show you how to drop them, we have to get these guys on the ground to put them on the plane itself. I know, it's very inconvenient. Alright, we are 8 miles from target. Let's go ahead, come down to the right control panel and get our FLIR on and our laser on. So those are both on. Master arm will turn on. Air to ground mode, let's turn that. Guess what? On. And come to the left DDI, select 82 LG because we have GBU-12 laser guided bombs on board. We got 8 of them with a lightning pod. So we'll go ahead, mode auto, E-fuse instant, and code up to the UFC, and we're going to type in 1688 for all of them just to make it simple. So that's for that first track. Hit set, 1688, enter, step one more time, 1688, enter, and I lied, step one more time, last time, 1688, enter. So we got the secret code in, our E-fuse instant, everything's set on this side. We're going to go ahead to the right DDI and get our FLIR up. So it's already warmed up, it's already uncaged. To uncage it, you'll press your undesignate button / nose wheel steering button. Turn our HMD on. We'll arm our laser on the right console. Okay, everything is set up. We're gonna start a left-hand orbit over the target area. And notice how I have my auto throttles are set to 250 knots. I know it says 248, but that's close enough. And our barometric altitude is on hold. So what we can do is just bank the plane into an orbit, and right now I'm hands off. The plane's flying itself. It's pretty cool. I picked 7,000 feet because the cloud deck is right around 7,000, so I'm just under it, and with the laser guided weapons you can't really shoot through clouds with lasers. I know how cool that would be, but we just can't do it. So now we're in an orbit. Let's look for those targets down there. I'm on CCD. I'm going to select FLIR, and you can switch between white and black hot on the right DDI. I like blackout right now. You can adjust your brightness and contrast, of course. Now you could go into the UFC and enter some precision coordinates if you know the grid coordinates of your targets. I have done a previous video on that, but today I'm doing it the hard way. And right down there, you can see we have our targets on the road. They look like some BMPs and enemy troops. 12 enemy troops and 4 BMPs, and the only reason I know that is because I put them there, which is convenient. So a little trick I like to use is use the cursor and the helmet mount display, and you can kind of move around this diamond by slewing the cursor in the direction you want it to go, and you're going to get in the rough area, and then you just hit TDCD press to lock it into place. And we'll come over to our right DDI and you'll see that general area, and now I can zoom in on the target. Let's take out this guy. Yeah, we'll take him out first. And I like to select it just because it does place a diamond over the display on my HMD. We're 4 miles out, so 4 miles, I'm gonna bank it 30 to 45 degree bank and just let the plane fly itself to the target. Double check that our laser is armed and double check master arm is on. So I like this method because it's pretty much hands off. You just set the bank and you can really focus on getting your bombs on target. I also pick a left-hand orbit because the lightning pod in this configuration is on the left-hand side, so it has better visibility when you're orbiting. So here we're coming up on target, and I'm just going to level the wings, get our left and right on the vertical line, and at 5 seconds, since this is auto mode on the bombs, we're going to press and hold the weapon release button, and that horizontal line is going to come down, and when it passes through your flight director, the bomb's going to drop. So there's 5 seconds. And pickle. Now we'll just come down to the right DDI, and you'll see on the right DDI it says 4, 3, 2 for laser right on this right hand side. Now it's automatically lasing the target, and the bomb's on its way there. And there we go, 1 BMP down. 4 miles is a good distance, 250 knots is a good speed, and it gives you plenty of time once you turn back in to find a new target, reconfigure, and drop a bomb. So on that note, after every release you're going to want to rearm your laser because it will turn itself to safe after the drop. Very important. Do not forget. Alright, let's go get some more. Another note, keep your autopilot on, because if you overbank, and there's 4 miles we're going to turn in, if you overbank or accidentally disconnect the autopilot, you might not notice if your head's down. So I like to try to keep this UFC on the autopilot screen just so I can tell if we disconnect. And I haven't designated a target yet, but I've seen them on the road. They might have tried hiding on us, but we're just gonna try to make this work. Targets are back into view, and the autopilot really likes to disconnect when you roll out a bank, so just be very gentle and cautious of that. Alright, our left and right's looking close. Let's get this guy on the road. And you don't have to do a TDC depress, but I like to. There's 5. I'm way off, but we'll see if this works. There's coming back in. And Pickle, it's going to be close enough. Now you can see we're banking, and I'm just going to get this cursor back on target just like that. We got plenty of time. You can level the wings right here in the DDI. You'll see our wings level. We just killed that target, and you can also see that your barometric altitude is still on. So even when your head's down, you can still safely fly the plane. Another important note, you probably wouldn't want to be doing this if there's a bunch of SAMs and stuff shooting at you. Be a little higher if there are SAMs. If there's a bunch of ground fire, you'd want to be a little more evasive using flares. This is again for a low anti-air threat environment like we have today. Master arms on, lasers armed. That's really important. Our codes are still set. Just always double check your work. We're past 4 miles, so we can turn in. Now if 4 miles is too quick for you to get back on target, go 5, go 6, whatever works for you. And it does change on altitude, and you just got to play around with it. But this is especially useful at night when you can't see anything. And honestly, it's kind of relaxing. Alright, we're turning in. We'll hit that bottom right one there in the field. Right about there looks good. And you can always fine tune the cursor on the DDI after the drop. You got a little time. We'll use their HUD again for this one, but you can use the DDI and drop them solely off that. You get all the same indications as on the HUD. Alright, 24 seconds, and that's right here. So it says auto, release in 18 seconds, auto throttle's on, target's 2.8 miles. So this is important info. And again, we're waiting for the 5 seconds right here. There's 5. Press and hold weapon release. Pickle. And we'll come down here and fine tune our cursor. There's that. Lasers are going to be active in 3 seconds. And lasing the target. There we go. And we just got one more, so we'll fly 4 more miles out and turn on it. Excuse me. 4 more miles out, and we will turn in on him and destroy him. Hopefully. Arm the laser. So this time we're at 5 miles. It gave us a little more time. I actually wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I do that sometimes. That's what autopilot's for, right? And again, on the stick, I'm only using left and right inputs. Autopilot's doing our up and down, and auto throttle's holding our airspeed. Okay, let's find that last target. There he is, selected. 10 seconds from release. And there you go, the last one's destroyed. That was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you guys, and I hope this helped you out. See you later.